Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Heat Ultimate Edition Plus. Interesting name for a game. It's got the same confetti and everything as NASCAR Heat 5. It's basically NASCAR Heat 5, but it's a game I can play at work. I played it on an airline. I won a race on an airline. That is pretty freaking cool. At the moment, the music is playing in the background, but I have everything muted. I just want to make sure that we start off the series by seeing this. The game's logo and all of that. I think 2021 is just for Cup cars. I'm figuring if I click this, I'll still have 2020 shit in the trucks and Xfinity, but I could be wrong. But whenever we get to the Cup series, we're going to be doing the most latest stuff, despite them lacking DLC for no damn reason. So there's NASCAR Cup Series, Xfinity, and Truck Series, and I've already done the Dirt Tour way back with NASCAR Heat 3. I don't think much has changed since then. Still the same tracks, and the cars don't drive that different. Yeah, of course, we're going to start with the Truck Series. We're going to set it for full season. So there's Haley Deegan. I don't think she drove that truck in 2021, so yeah, this is the wrong year shit. I want to do a season with Todd Gilliland in his 38 truck. Oh, he's got 5 schemes. We've got 5 schemes. And I didn't even have to pay for DLC. I wish I could. I really want to drive the truck that I saw him win with at Circuit of the Americas. And that's why I'm doing the season with him. So he's got that. That's pretty hot. That's boring, but it's a nice change. I mean, I guess that's close to what I saw him win at Circuit of the Americas with. It might be the same sponsor. I could be wrong. And then this. I mean, this is actually closer, but it's not dark enough. So let's go to championship mode settings. I should be more familiar with Nintendo at this point after playing this game for months whenever I'm bored at work. I checked my profile thing on the system. It said I've played this game for 36 hours almost. Good God. But here's the settings. We'll look at that stuff. 105 full damage. I hate the DNFs in here. We're going to do 25% for the Truck Series and 13% for Xfinity and Cup, just because the Truck Series have really short races. And with stage racing, it really takes away from my chance to do anything. So, 4 times, less wear, more grip. Kind of the same settings I did with NASCAR Heat 4. It's kind of like a return to that game, except it's on the Nintendo. It's some updated shit, and it amazes me that I'm able to play this game on the go. We're going to have high draft effect for super speedways because I think that was a big part of the package in 2021. Wide skill range and expanded starting spread, something that I used a lot in NASCAR Heat 4. Normal for just about everything else. I think I had it left there. And, of course, the drafting partners. And that's about it. And you've got an 11-song soundtrack with only 8 artists. But I got to say, this game introduced me to Avoid, and they are fucking sick. Avoid kicks ass. So let's take this hot ride to the Next Era Energy 250 at Daytona. Let's see if we can get Todd Dillon a championship, which would be moderately realistic considering what he was able to accomplish in reality. Put this Daytona 500 hat on. Don't know if it'll do me any good. You'll be able to see my face. I'll put it backwards and whatever in a bit. Is that what Todd Gilliland looks like? I really don't think so. Maybe that's just like default career mode look or something. I swear that looks nothing like him. So we're going to skip practice. Press the Y button. But why, though? Why does it have to be Y? What is these X-axis, Y-axis, B-axis shit? And then qualifying. I would always do this thing where I put it on custom setup here, and I just up the pressures a bunch for the qualifying to increase my chances. Oh my God, that is so annoyingly tedious. And click save setup. Don't just back out like a fucking idiot. We'll start qualifying.
Green flag, green flag.
Okay, I can hear Tony good. I'm just kind of growing accustomed to playing this game on a console for the first time, because I really am used to playing this entire game handheld, which was already awkward enough for a while. Super Speedway Racing is kind of rough because the stick is wacky. Like, you gotta whack the stick to get to steer smoothly. I feel like there's not much smoothness and sensitivity to where you can variate from steering a lot, a little, somewhere in the middle. There really isn't much of that. It doesn't feel like there is. So it's kind of like NASCAR 06, where it's somewhere in there and it's awkward. Damn, and they make the pavement seem really old whenever you play the game. But I mean, I guess it is, but I never noticed in reality watching races on TV either. Man, it's pretty cool to see this in a game after being there.
Alright, we're gonna see where that
49.35, 25th. Well, I would have started last if I didn't put the tire pressures in, then I guess. Oh, I like how it just says JC, the name of my profile. Well, then can I variate the name of my profile to like Todd Gilliland or something? I don't know. Stuart Friesen, my man, is on the pole. Matt Crafton is 18th. Fuck that. I think I can turn up the game, but at the same time, my spotter, Tony Stewart, is kind of loud. I didn't actually go to the Truck Series race. I watched that on the way to Daytona. I kind of just set the phone in there and, got caught up on all that. Spencer Boyd failed technical inspection. And Ty Majeski apparently struggled in practice at Daytona. Advance to green flag. Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay. Well, that's not fucking fair. That's not fair at all. That pisses me off very much. I'm going to restart the race. Because that pisses me off very fucking much. That on the goddamn Nintendo console, the accept button is the back button. The back button is the accept button. So I'm trying to take a goddamn pit stop, and I can't. Because I don't understand why it's choosing from choose to pit, or, okay, go ahead and skip and not pit. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Despite being on 25% race length, it's 4 laps in stage 1, 4 laps in stage 2. I don't yet know how long the final stage was. I could have looked a while ago when I was getting pissed off, but no. I was too pissed off. Yeah. The lack in, stop it. Lacking graphical fidelity. It's just a Nintendo thing, really. But it will change with the stages because they do have that still, the day to night transition as you go from one stage to another. I think that it's very contrasty because that's just the way my Elgato records things. And it works just fine until the game already has the lighting right. Something that I will say that was strange about NASCAR Heat 4 was that at daytime and before the sun actually set and it was nighttime, the lighting left things unsaturated. Now everything's saturated perfectly. Granted, it's kind of got a blue temperature to the color of everything. It could be a little less blue. And I noticed that with Dylan Gooden's videos. I think that's the name of the guy that I've watched play this game a bunch. He had a career mode that kind of kept falling apart on him due to random glitches, much like NASCAR 07 or NASCAR 2005 that break the game. Or NASCAR 06, where you pick the wrong ride and everything just crashes. Yeah, you get that in this game. I don't know if they fixed it. They could, but, it's motorsport games. They're not capable of fixing anything without breaking something else. Yeah, I think this truck is too wide. I probably should have gone with the gray one for this race. I just wanted to pick whatever truck that I saw him win in. And it was just a dark black and gray truck of some kind. I'm about to freaking wreck Brett Moffitt over here. I'm sorry, KG. Natalie Decker. Oh my god. Does she even still race? Like, full time? I mean, I think maybe she'll race part time in some cases. I don't keep up with the Truck Series. It's hard to keep up with these series in NASCAR when there's not a game to help you. I like playing racing games. I like playing the NASCAR games. I got the latest NASCAR game, and it seems the Truck Series didn't exist. Seems that the Xfinity Series didn't exist. And I don't know what the Whelen Modified Tour is. The Whelen Modified Tour, that doesn't even exist. The Euro NASCAR Series doesn't exist. The Mexican Series doesn't exist. The Pinty Series doesn't exist. Will you people stop pushing up against my quarter panels? What's the fetish, man? I need to pass 2 more trucks to get stage points. Get under the corn cob. Fuck. She wants to work with me. I'm trying. Son of a shit. Well, we'll be on the inside next restart. There's that. But, I gotta say, this is the best NASCAR handheld game. It's so fulfilling because obviously it takes so much from NASCAR Heat 4, and that's one of my favorite NASCAR games of all time. It's a lot of hate because it's not good enough, it's not bougie enough, it's not a freaking 3-star game like NASCAR 21. That's where it's at, right? Okay. The A button, not the B button. Now we're just gonna do that and advance the green start. For some freaking reason, I just kept skipping. Skip, go back, skip, go back. Like, I couldn't figure out that it's not a PlayStation. See, the thing is, not only are the letters, the symbols different on the Nintendo controller, you're pressing a completely different located button to pit. And that didn't click for me. It's like, why did they change that? They should still have it set like it is to the people that are used to it. But I think that might be discomforting for Nintendo users, I guess. For like the accept button to be the B button back, but I don't know. We're already up in the top 5 and crap. Stuart Friesen still leading this thing. You gotta know, Stuart Friesen and Matt Crafton are my favorite Truck Series drivers. Oh, up my ass is the 3 truck. Oh man, that's a nice shot. Oh man, we're back to having the replay systems of the NASCAR Heat games that I actually like. It's so fun making thumbnails with the NASCAR Heat replays. You can't pick the cars in the replays of these NASCAR Heat games, although you could in the early days, which I was able to do a few times playing NASCAR Heat 2002, Dirt to Daytona and whatnot. But with NASCAR 21, you could pick which car you were following and crap like that, but it was so laggy and it was hard to lock in the camera angle just right. It didn't work as fluently as it did right here. We still haven't had caution replays in a NASCAR game since NASCAR 15. You know what else we haven't had in a NASCAR game since NASCAR 15? The All-Star, the Clash, the Duel. And I don't think motorsport games dare taking the Clash out of NASCAR 22. Like, that would be just a absolute blunder. I dread that. Because the Clash wasn't even at Daytona. It was at a completely new location that everyone would like to play at in the next NASCAR game. But it has pissed me off more and more and more that it's been 6 fucking years. No All-Star. The All-Star's not even at Charlotte anymore. We can't do that. Heck, we were supposed to have a night race at the Daytona road course in NASCAR 21. We didn't get that. That was the first night race at a road course in NASCAR history, and we didn't get it, and we never will. I mean, you can get it in our 2003, of course. Whenever the hell someone's going to do that. Maybe someone has, but no one's brought it to light. I want to see Michael Mrug's do the night race at Daytona road course. And we got the mods for the NASCAR Heat 5, but they don't have the Daytona road course in that game. I'm actually having a very hard time racing with these guys. I can't get to the inside because they shut that lane down, and I try having the racing etiquette of not making moves below the yellow line. I'm just not getting big runs on the outside. This is why I'm not doing this, is because it's harder to do it up there. It's much easier if you do it on the inside, but I'm not getting the room. But I like just talking about this game. This is my favorite handheld NASCAR game of against NASCAR PSP for the longest freaking time. I played that just all the time in high school on the way to like football games and shit because I was in band and whatever. But I'm gonna click A, and I have no damages. I mean, I think I bumped and banged a little bit. We're just gonna get right sides because I'm looking at the numbers right here. That would be best. And well, I'm gonna have to fill the tank because we're not gonna be able to make it to the end of stage 3 no matter what. We have to take a pit stop in that stage. That's pretty cool. Green flag pit stops. Though in no godforsaken NASCAR game do pit stops actually work at every track. In most games, they don't work at most tracks. Why do I come to the restart in first place? I mean, I would say that Stuart Friesen just picked to be on the outside, but at no point in NASCAR Heat Series did they let the leader pick what lane it is. And they didn't do that with NASCAR 21 either. Like, you can't pick the lane. Another thing that's wrong with NASCAR 21, they couldn't put a mirror in the game due to their more attention being paid to stupid shit flying outside of the track and their overuse of polygons and focus on the graphical fidelity of the game, which isn't even there. Well, I was about to make a cut, but I mean, here comes Stuart Friesen on the outside, and I'm not clear, so that's not Stuart Friesen. That's Austin Hill, the winner of the Busch Xfinity Nation Series wide race. It should have been freaking Allmendinger that was having a great run. I don't know. You know, all these big damn wrecks. I'm glad Myatt Snyder was okay. I saw that wreck happened on the screens, as opposed to the wreck with Harrison Burton. They didn't catch that in real time on the broadcast, but I saw it happen in real time because I was watching the cars drive down the backstretch, and then there was just a car upside down. I tried to block a guy, and now Matt Crafton is passing me. Matt Crafton is on the move. Oh, I'm getting a shove from Jordan Anderson. What the hell just happened behind me? I heard a big bang, and then the caution came out. I'll try to look and find it. I didn't know what it was for. Okay, so I only fell down to second. That is Jordan Anderson still sitting in the 3 truck. Matt Crafton and Stuart Friesen are 1 and 3, and then I'm in the middle. This is sexy as shit, dog. I don't think I need tires, and I know they only pit for fuel. Still, only 9 fills the tank. So, I'm just going to fill the tank then. Get the pit stop in. I gained a position back on Matt Crafton. Stuart Friesen fell from the lead to 4th. Well, he wasn't in the lead, it was Matt Crafton. I'm stupid as shit. I can't remember anything. We just skipped like 3 laps under that caution. God damn. And they're all still back behind me, all still ready to make moves that I try blocking and fail miserably. I tried to block. That was trash. I'd be better at blocking if I could actually see behind me, but mirrors don't exist in this universe. Looks really nice. This is a great setting. Ironically, it never looked this good in any other Heat game as far as I'm concerned. Maybe it did and I just don't remember it. The track is a little dark, but I think that's actually kind of realistic. It's contrasty. It's really just contrasty because of the Elgato. And I mean, I was just here. I am split. I'm split by all these drivers that are not... They're on the same damn team. Stop knocking me back and forth, please. They're ferocious. You can't just win a super speedway race. You really got to earn it. And blocking is hard. And the lack of mirror makes it more difficult. But even if we had one... what the... Now, see, now that was scripted. It looked like we had something to do with that, but he just started spinning out of nowhere. But Joe Nemechek is pitting. I think he was the one that caused the caution. Now we got ourselves a race. It's not a green, white checkered. It just says yellow flag going green this lap. It might still be one. It's just it didn't line up that way. Yeah, it's a green, white checkered, but we're not actually in overtime. Until we add laps, I suppose. Apparently the last lap was 3 minutes long. I don't think it takes 3 minutes to get around this track if you're on pace laps. Maybe more like 2.5. Great restart. At one point, I don't think we really had one. Then back to the point again about, like, you know, me loving this game. I love NASCAR PSP for a very long time, despite the fact that it was mostly nostalgia and, like, the only worthwhile NASCAR handheld game. This one has such great R&D in its career mode compared to that one. The AI are actually great at racing pretty much everywhere, and you could adjust it to spread out, stay compressed, and all that stuff. I haven't set it to expanded and wide and whatever, but it's a super speedway, so they're not really doing that. But at the same time, your fastest guys, your good guys stay up front and shit like that. And that's why I have it set like that. So, you know, if you're fast, you can be faster than slow guys. And if you're slow, well, you can still be slower than slow guys, but you ain't keeping up with the fast guys. But it's the last lap of the race. If I can't win this, I want to push Matt Crafton to it. I am tight. That is a weird situation to be in. But it might really come down to the fact I have 60 PSI on my tires. I mean, I'm trying to push him to it, but this guy all over me, freaking Zane Smith probably. Yup, Zane Smith. Come on, Crafton. Go. 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 I'll push you on top. I'm pushing him on top. It is not working very well. Come on. Go. It's a lost cause. So Johnny Sauter's doing it. Ultimate 23 Dragon's gonna like that. We get third. You might think I could have won the race if I tried harder or some shit. I could have gotten second. There was no way I was getting to Johnny Sauter. Ugh, my God. I'm gonna have to, like, twist and turn the fucking picture right here because of that stupid logo they put back in the top left. I hated that in Heat 3. Jesse Little is driving the 97 truck. I didn't know this. I swear he's related to Chad Little, right? So we're second in points. It's stage point things. Only 3 points out of it right now. Well, that was fun. Just talking about why I like this game so much and then playing it for the first time on the channel. And we got our first race at Daytona and I just went to Daytona. So that was just relaxing. It's all good stuff. This shouldn't have taken it so long, but I don't understand how the freaking Nintendo works apparently. Pressed the wrong damn button and then deciding to run myself out of fuel. I'll see you guys next time for Las Vegas tomorrow. The Strat 200. I will hop into the Speedco truck. We'll save that dark gray and black one. That's probably the correct truck I had in mind. We'll save that for Texas, since I watched him win a race there in Texas whenever I went to Circuit of the Americas, obviously. But, I mean, I think one thing with NASCAR PSP, that had a wheel and modified tour. It didn't have no dirt series. I'd pick dirt racing over wheel and modified tour any day. I mean, who wouldn't? Maybe a select few, but you get my point. And hopefully people that watch this channel and watch me play NASCAR 21 Ignition continue on to watch this series consistently. Because, I mean, there's not that many people playing it, which shouldn't be a surprise. Just like NASCAR 21 Ignition, except for bad reasons. Because it's hard to find people watching this broken-ass game. This is a good game, but it's on Nintendo and everyone's on PlayStation and Xbox. And it's not that different from previous Heat games, so they just dwindle off with mods and the fascination of that. Here I am, doing it, trying to play every NASCAR game, and I guess you could say this is me playing Heat 5, since it literally is Heat 5, with, you know, all the updates and the special edition of that. So now I got to it. I'm never getting Heat 5, because I have this. Let's not make this video any longer. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.